Hello, Miami. This is 305 Sports Now, your home podcast and channel for all things Miami sports related. I am Will, and today, before I get into today's possible Canes segment, I just want to address a couple things that went on today in terms of the Jacory Barney. Was shocking, commitment to Nebraska over the University of Miami. And first things foremost, before I start the show, I just want to say congratulations to Jacory. I wish him a lot of success. He's a kid. He made a decision, and I hope that it's the best decision for himself. And if he ever does decide to come to the University of Miami, no matter what, he'd be welcome once again with open arms, because, he's decided to become Miami Hurricane. But nonetheless, whatever he decides, with his current decision right now, congratulations. Very happy for him, But yes, it was a shocker. And yes, it was a bummer because this is a guy that many of us, as far as Canes fans go, through watching a video and through what we've heard about, on local radio, podcasts, etc., was the guy the University of Miami could have used, especially this upcoming recruiting cycle, which is the 2024 season. But I just want to say a few things about in terms of recruiting. First things foremost, some people have said, have mocked, individuals, especially that have channels like these that are Hurricane fans in particular, that he's gone and this and that and whatnot, and also have been critical of the fact of what some of us have said in terms of our breakdowns of these players. Okay, well, first things foremost, I just want to say one thing about myself. I consider myself a pretty optimistic and positive person when it comes to recruits who either are possibly may commit or have committed to the University of Miami. What I do right here is just a breakdown, and I just want to entertain all of you and give you guys a perspective as a fan of what I see in regards to this player. Okay, I will always also mention, in the possible Canes segment, hence the term possible Canes, that they have not yet committed to University of Miami, and I will mention they are receiving offers from other schools, and I will tell you what schools they are. Okay, doesn't mean I don't want them to come to UM. All right, obviously I want them to come to UM. I'm just telling you who UM is competing with to get the services of this individual. And for those of you that are making fun of Miami Hurricanes fans or laughing at Miami Hurricanes fans, just to let you know, just because a kid commits doesn't mean he'll stay committed. It's happened to every school where a kid decommits and goes somewhere else. I'll give you an example. Okay, just recently, Frederic was 13 days ago committed to West Virginia, flipped and became a Cane. All right, everyone swore and thought that Jaleel Skinner, our tight end, was going to be an Alabama Crimson Tide. He picks the Hurricanes. Trevante Citizen, everyone swore he was going to be an LSU. But what does he do? He decides to become a Miami Hurricane. Okay, and let's not forget Mark Fletcher. Mark Fletcher was originally committed to Ohio State. He decommitted and became a Miami Hurricane. Right, so these are just players that decommit, or we were wrong about where they're going to commit in general. The bottom line is that, whether it's 247 Sports, whether it's On3, whether it's me, whether it's Alex Dano, whether it's Cafecito con Canes or Miami Flow, or you heard, whomever is giving a projection or a prediction, that's just what it is. It's a prediction. It doesn't mean it's going to happen because we are not in the minds of these kids. We're just going by what the experts or analysts or those in the know that they do this for a living as far as reporting goes are telling us, and we're just repeating the information back to you. Okay, so again, it doesn't matter if he committed to another school. He could decommit. If he doesn't decommit, that's fine too. All right, that's his decision. But don't get so cocky if you're a Gator fan and you're laughing at us, because they could become a Miami Hurricane, or they could decommit, or they could decommit on you too and come over here. So let's not get it twisted or anything else. All right. So just to let you know, I never rant about this, but in particular, I just had a rant because I saw some comments, and so on, not just on my page, about Jacory, but I also saw it on other people's pages as well, or channels, whatever, channels as well, when it came to, Jacory as well. But nonetheless, congratulations, Jacory Barney. All right. Hope he's successful in Nebraska. But if he ever decides to reconsider his commitment and come to UM, he'll be welcome here with open arms. If I get killed for saying that, I don't care. Okay, I really don't, because the bottom line is that, again, it's his decision where he wants to play. It's kind of like free agency as well. Some guys stay with a team for 10 years. they leave that team and they go somewhere else, okay? Or they went somewhere else that originally courted them and they decided to go there, okay? So just to let you know, if your team in particular was able to get a four-star player, a four-star, five-star player that was at one school, decided to transfer portal his way to your school, you'd be happy as well. Or vice versa, decommit to your school to go to your school, you'd be happy as well. So that's just pretty much all I have to say, okay? So again, congrats to Jacory Barney. And now we're going to move on to today's possible Kane segment, and that is Caleb Odom. Caleb Odom is a very talented tight end out of the state of Georgia. Okay, he is an offensive machine. All right, at 6'5", okay, at 6'5", 215 pounds. All right, he is the 67th best player in the nation, four-star recruit. He is the 6th best tight end listed in the country as far as 247 Sports composite goes, and he's also the 12th best player in the state of Georgia. He has currently 33 offers, okay, 33 offers from schools like Miami, Alabama, Ole Miss, etc. He's expected to make his commitment on July 15th, not too far from now, July 15th, right? So stay tuned for that. If he commits, I'll give you a commitment story as well. However, again, this is where the experts, start to talk, and we talk about what they say. Many cases they are right. I'm not gonna lie to you, Stephanie, especially Steve Wolfong over at 247 Sports. He's expected to go to Alabama. Okay, he had a great time here at UM, though. He had a wonderful time here at UM when he came here the 23rd of June. He worked out very well. Positive things were said about him. A lot of the reporters liked him, or those reports that came out of his workouts liked him. The kid's an absolute freak, athletically speaking. But nonetheless, we are fighting with Alabama if we do want to have this kid become a member of the Miami Hurricanes. He had a really good junior year. I'm telling you, you can look at the huddle tape I'm showing you right now. 64 catches, 1,121 yards receiving with 13 touchdowns. Forgive me, 13 touchdowns. Okay, this kid was a touchdown magnet, and he is a very, very versatile kid. All right, because you could put him up. First of all, he played basketball, and we all know how very well a lot of basketball players translate to football. I'll give you an example: Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez, as well. In our case, it was Jimmy Graham, who was a very talented basketball player and became a very talented tight end, both at the University of Miami and also in the NFL. So basketball players translate very well into football, and this kid is no different. Scouting reports say, in particular, he has good ball skills, great for spatial recognition as well. Does struggle with inline, blocking, in particular, tackle to tackle, but he is very good at the perimeter. So on the edges, he can move defenders. Okay, so if a smaller cornerback or smaller safety, he's able to pretty much bully them a little bit. But maybe an interior tackle or defensive end he may have some trouble with, nonetheless. So blocking, he could work on it. All right, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. My analysis from watching his huddle, I like the kid. He's absolutely sick. Okay. He is a major red zone threat. Miami is very, very good at getting these kind of guys. Okay, guys like like David Njoku, okay, Bubba Franks, Jeremy Shockey, very, very big red zone threat. But the good thing about this kid, that since he's played both tight end and wide receiver, he's also dangerous in the boundaries as well. You can line this kid up in the boundary if you want a bigger target to throw to in a red zone situation, or you can also put him in line as well. And he's a mismatch for any linebacker or any strong safety that wants to be able to try to cover him. Okay, he's a very, very difficult guy to cover. Understand spatial recognition. That's where the basketball aspect comes in. If you are up against him by yourself, okay, in single coverage, in a 50-50 situation, he's going to beat you. All right. His vertical leap is absolutely off the charts. He's sick as well. He can moss anybody that is around him. If you guys don't know what mossing means, i.e. Randy Moss, I used to jump over people and catch the football. Again, another basketball player as well. This kid could do that. He's done it to his opponents, over there in Georgia. By the way, a state that produces also very good football players as well. He's fast as well. All right. He's fast as well. He could evade tacklers, all right, with his speed. Okay, meaning he could run away from defenders, but he's also a good cut guy, which means that he could cut on you. He could also break tackles as well. So he is a multifaceted player on offense. He's kind of a kid that you want to get because he is that tight end that will be a mismatch for anybody's a player. Even if you have a good corner that is covering him, maybe at 6'2", he's 6'5". He's more likely going to dominate that corner in 50-50 situations or in red zone situations, when you're out in the edges as well. So this will be a great get for the Miami Hurricanes. The Miami Hurricanes currently have a very solid tight end room. All right, with guys like Elijah Arroyo, Jackson Carver, Riley Williams. Okay, they have a very Jalil Skinner's. I forget him. Uh, Very good tight end room. Adding him will be a stacking of talent, and whatever issues he may have with blocking, it will get cleaned up. His freshman year with the Miami Hurricanes. So I really do think that this is a must get for the Canes. The Canes need a player like this because again, it adds on to the offense as well. And Shannon Dawson would love to have this kid. And I do think that this kid would benefit greatly, from the system that Miami runs, which is a spread offense, right, as well. So it'll be a good win-win for both of them, as far as the University of Miami goes, and also Caleb Odom goes as well. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to 305 Sports Now. Guys, thank you so very much, all of you that have subscribed recently. We are very close to 1,000 subs. Help me get there so I can continue to provide as much content as possible, the content that you like to hear, all right, here at 305 Sports Now. Have a safe day. God bless. See you soon. Again, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Go Canes. All about the U. Bye-bye, guys. See you soon. And by the way, if I don't see you before then, happy July 4th. Happy Independence Day. Bye-bye, guys.